Seventh, ma'am.
6th to 7th, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, okay. So I think, sir, can we
Yeah, yeah,
start the
you
class?
go ahead,
Yeah.
madam. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So today's class will be interesting for you because in the last before class, actually on last Sunday I was not available, so Keshavmurthy sir handled the class. Before that, we were discussing about the three important verbs in English. They are do, does, and did. We were discussing what is do, does, and did, and where we have to use them, what are their meanings, and what are their rules. Okay, we studied certain rules to use these three verbs. That is, do cannot be used with everyone. It can be used only with plural nouns, and does can be used only with singular nouns, and did can be used with everyone. That is what we studied. I hope you all remember that. Okay. So likewise, we have another three verbs. They are actually helping verbs. Okay. They are not main verbs. They are called helping verbs. Okay. Helping verbs, we also studied one word for a helping verb. Can anyone tell that? What is the another word for helping verb? Does anyone remember that? We have another word for a helping verb. Helping verbs is that is told for your understanding. Helping verb means a word which helps the main verb. Generally, verb means it is an action word. Okay, any word which tells an action is a verb. Walking, running, sitting, standing, all these are action words. Okay, so action words are called verb, verbs. And these verbs are called the main verb because the action words are generally called verb or main verb. And to help this main verb, we are using some helping verbs. The do, does, did, can, could, will, would, shall, should, has, have, had, all these are called helping verbs. So these helping verbs have another word. They have one more name. Like we all have one official name and one nickname, right? In our schools and colleges, we have our official name. But when we come to our house, we will be called by our nickname or our pet name, whatever name we have at our home. For example, my recorded name is Annapurni, but in my home, I'm called by the name Anu. Okay, so that is my pet name or my nickname, I can tell. Okay, nickname is something different. Nicknames means we will say we will call them by fun, right? Because for some people we will set some title names. If someone is coming, if he's so tall, then we will be having some nickname for that man. If he's little bit short or dwarf, then he might be people will call him by some other name. So that is called nickname. Okay. What I mean is we will have one short name in our house. So like that, the helping verb is actually a short name or it is like a pet name. There is one word. It is called as auxiliary verb. Okay. Auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary. Auxiliary verb. So what are these auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. And what is their duty? Their duty is to help the main verb. So now you have to understand the difference between the helping verb and the main verb. Main verb means action verbs like walking, sitting, standing, running, eating. Okay, so these are all the action verbs or the main verbs. But helping verbs or the auxiliary verbs. Okay, I will use the word auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verb, what is their duty? They help the main verb. Okay, so this is what we discussed in the last previous two classes. When we have completed two sessions of grammar. Okay, so this will be our third grammar class. Okay, so I will be presenting the screen now. And today's topic, what we are going to study today is another three set of important helping verbs, and they are has, have, and had. Okay, so can anyone tell whether my screen is visible? Is my screen visible? Can anyone tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so grammar you are seeing here. Okay, so this is our second lesson, and this will be our third PPT for grammar. We have completed two PPTs in grammar. What all we studied in grammar till now? Can anyone tell? Kamini, can you tell what we studied in grammar in the last class and the before class?
Ma'am, sentences.
Okay, yeah, sentences. Okay, and
Assertive
what?
sentences.
Yeah, okay.
Interrogative sentences.
Mm.
Assertive sentences. Interrogative sentences. Imperative sentences. Exclamatory sentences.
Yeah.
Positive and negative sentences, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. This is how we began our class, our grammar sessions. And after that, in the last class, we studied the three helping words, three important helping words. What were they? Can you tell them? Can you just name those verbs? What are those verbs? Three verbs we studied. Not at the last class, I mean the last before class. Last Sunday I was not available. Yeah. Do, does, and did. Okay. I think you remember
Okay,
that,
ma'am.
right? Kamini, Jenny,
Okay.
Aradhana. You all remember that, I think. Okay, so do, does,
Okay,
and did.
ma'am.
This was what we studied. And in today's class, we are studying has, have, and had. But before that, we are just looking into these phrases also. Okay, so we will begin with this. What are, what do, how are, how do, where are, where do. Okay, so before studying this has, have, and had, we will just see some sorts of small phrases in English, okay, which are commonly used in our daily conversation, but often we commit mistakes also. Okay, we frequently do some mistakes in this section. Okay, so normally we don't know that what we are telling is right or wrong because no one would have corrected us. Okay, even the teachers or the people whom we are interacting with in the society or in our schools or colleges or offices, they also repeat the same mistake, and only people who have studied this grammar portion exactly or grammatically, if you have study only, then you can realize these mistakes. Okay, once you study these portions grammatically, okay, systematically, if you sit and study what is right and what is wrong, then you will be able to recognize the difference. Okay, so here we can see the differences. It's very simple, it's nothing complicated. Okay, so the first five sentences in the left side, you can just see that. I will just read it out. Please do listen. What are you doing? How are you? Where are you studying? Where are you working? Why are you coming late? Okay, so these are five sentences in the left side of the screen. Okay, so in these five sentences, you can see everything, all the sentences are beginning with are. What are, how are, where are, why are. Okay, so this is how we are writing. I will read it once more. What are you doing? How are you? Where are you studying? Where are you working? Why are you coming late? So now moving to the right side, we can see what do you do? How do you do? Where do you study? Where do you work? And finally, why do you come late? Okay, so here you can see five sentences which have the similar meaning or the same meaning of the first five sentences which we studied. Okay, now we can compare these sentences. Okay, so I am just comparing now the first two sentences. What are you doing and what do you do? Can you find any difference in these sentences? Can anyone find any difference? What are you doing and what do you do? Is there any difference in the meaning? Yes, you can openly tell. Whether it is right or wrong, that is not an issue. Okay, you can speak out. No issues. What is her name? Mutturaman, Akilan, sorry. Akilan, Asmita, Aradhana, Jenny, Kamini, you all can come up. Sahana. Sahana
Madam,
even name.
sorry.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
Can
What is
I
it?
try? Can I try?
Yes, sir. Sure.
What are you doing means what are you doing now?
Okay.
What do you do means generally what do you do? Maybe you are a student or a teacher like that.
Yeah, exactly. That is what is the difference. Yeah, really, as our Keshamurthy sir said, that is the main difference that you can understand here.
So
What
now
are
what
you
are you doing
doing?
means I am eating kalabarfi now.
Yeah, yeah, I'm now eating a chocolate or I am now taking class. Okay, for example, now what are you doing means at present or right now, what are you doing? So, right now, I am taking communicative English class. Okay, what is Kamini doing right now? She is attending the communicative English class. Or what is Akilan doing right now? He is now studying, he is now learning English. Okay, so that is what are you doing generally mean. What if you go and ask someone, what are you doing, he will tell you I am eating or I am cooking or I am going to sleep. He can tell anything, because here it means that at present or at that particular point of time what that person is doing. But you might be asking whether the person is a student or whether he is a working professional or whether she is a housewife or a mother or a married woman, you want to know that. So that's why you are asking what are you doing, but the person on the opposite side will be telling I am cooking, I am eating, I am sleeping. Okay, so here you can understand the difference. What you have asked is wrong. Okay, so if you want to know the status of a person, that is what he is currently doing, that is whether he is working, or he is employed, or whether he is at home, or whether he is studying, or whether he is just simply sitting at home, whatever it may be, to know the status of the person, you have to ask, what do you do? What do you do? Okay, so if I ask Jenny, Jenny, what do you do? Okay, so what Jenny should tell is, I am a student. So Jenny can tell, I am a student. If I ask Aradhana, yes, Aradhana, what do you do? Means I am asking the profession or the status or the designation of Aradhana. So now Aradhana is not having any designation except she is a student. She is just a student studying in 5th standard. Kamini is studying in 7th standard. Okay, so all the students, you cannot, the reply that you can give is, I am a student. Okay, because you are not working or you are not a married woman or married man or housewife, nothing like that. Okay, so what are you doing is different from what do you do. Okay, I hope you have understood the difference. Okay, if you're having any doubts, you can on your mic, switch on your mic and you can ask. Okay, it is free to, you are free to ask any questions. So next is, how are you and how do you do? So let's see this difference. Here you can find there is no difference in the meanings. That is, how are you and how do you do are almost having the same meaning, but this how do you do is particularly used only in official places. For example, if I want to ask my friend, okay, I'm meeting my old school friend after 5 years or 10 years. So I'm meeting her in some function. Okay, unexpectedly, I'm meeting her in some function and I am asking her, hey, Maharini, hi, how are you? So this is how I ask her after meeting her for a long period of time. I think for say for after 8 to 10 years, I'm meeting her. So I'm totally surprised. I'm thrilled. Okay, I'm excited and I'm asking, Harini, how are you? I had a friend Harini. Okay, she is a dancer. She's in Chennai now. So if I meet her, I can ask her, Harini, hi, how are you? I will be so excited. But this how do you do is a statement or it's a question which can be asked only in official places. So if a business meeting is going on, if 2 to 3 business heads are meeting, okay, imagine that TCS, for example, Tata, Birla Tata, and our Ambani, okay, Mukesh Ambani, and some other person. I can tell the head of Infosys, Narayana Murthy. Okay, imagine these 3 people are meeting. They are all founders of great establishments. great companies. They are all founders of very big companies, right? So these people are meeting in a business meet. So these people, they are not close to each other, but they know each other because they know that, okay, this person is the founder of Jio. Narayana Murthy, he knows Ambani is the founder of Jio. Okay. Ambani knows, oh, Narayana Murthy is the founder of Infosys. Okay. So they know each other, but they are not close friends. But for a courtesy, okay, it's for a courtesy, we need to ask, how are you, right? Even if you don't know that person personally you are not friends or relatives or anything. You are only like business clients, or what I can tell, they are just leading in the same platform, business. Okay. So for an official places, the clients, in between the clients or amongst the business heads, a question can be asked, how do you do? So how do you do means nothing but one person is greeting the other person. How do you do? So what the other person should reply is, he should not reply, I am fine, or I am good, I am going good. No, he will not reply like that. Instead, he will also ask, how do you do? Okay, so please understand this how do you do is a special case, it's a special sentence used only in official places, okay, where there are large meetings or business meetings or something happen like that, okay, some what to say, summits, okay, and there are a lot of other client meetings happening, and during those times, the employees, not the employees, the heads, the CEOs, the founders, these people will be interacting. We will give shake hands and all, no? We will be just giving shake hand and greeting, hello, hello, nice to meet you. We will tell like that, nice to meet you, nice meeting you. There are so many instances that happen in our life, and we have also seen this in cinemas and serials and all. Okay, so how do you do? If one person asks, how do you do? The other person will also be telling, how do you do? He will not be answering the question, how do you do? If someone asks you, how are you? What will you tell? I am fine, thanks. Or you will tell, yeah, going good. Or you will tell, yeah, okay, I am not bad. How are you? You will also ask, how are you? But coming to this, how do you do? You will not be giving any reply. Instead of that, what you will be doing? You will be copy pasting. Simply, you will be copying the same question to the opposite person. Okay, imagine that I am Ambani and well, yeah, Jenny is Birla. Okay, so I am asking to Jenny, how do you do? So Jenny will also be telling, how do you do? Okay, there is no need of giving any reply, and this is exclusively only for business meets. Okay, please understand that in our daily life, we don't use this how do you do. We will be asking only how are you. Okay, so next is where are you studying and where do you study? Here also you can find the meanings are same, but where are you studying is the wrong sentence actually. Okay, we actually ask where are you studying, in which school are you studying, in which college are you studying. That is what we ask generally. We have the tendency to use that ing, studying, going, working. That ing is always coming in our speeches, but that's wrong. Where do you study? That is the right one. Okay. So if I ask Kamini, Kamini, where do you study?
Ma'am,
Then
I'm
it means
studying seventh
uh,
standard.
no. I'm asking where do you study? Where do you study? I mean in which school? I'm asking your school name. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I'm studying Tiruchi Municipal Middle School, Ramanathapuram, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, that is what it means. Okay. If I'm asking Aradhana, where do you study?
Ma'am,
Yeah. Where do you study?
ma'am, I'm studying in Infant Jesus Convent Matriculation Higher Secondary School in Perinakan Palayam, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, so this is how you have to tell. So if someone asks you where are you studying, you can tell it is not where are you studying. You should ask where do you study. If your friend or relatives or anyone asks you where are you studying, it is a wrong sentence. Where do you study is the correct one. Okay, that is how you have to ask. Next is where are you working? Same situation. Instead of studying, it is working. So here also you can find that mistake. Instead of asking where are you working, you are supposed to ask where do you work. Where do you work? If someone, okay, here there are no working people in this group, right? Is anyone working in the group? Any working employees? Any employees in the group? I think no. All are school students, right? Okay. So if someone asks me, ma'am or Annapurni, where do you work? I can tell I am working in Igniting Young Minds. I am working in IYM. Okay. IYM, Igniting Young Minds. Or I can tell I am working at SRCW. Okay. I often freelance for my college. Sometimes I collaborate with my college also. So I can tell I am working as a freelancer. Okay, I'm a freelance writer. That is how I will be replying. Okay. So next is, why are you coming late? So here you can see two sentences are given. Why are you coming late and why do you come late? Here both are correct because some people might be asking why are you coming late, but instead of asking that, you can better go for why do you come late. That will be always better. Okay, instead of that studying, working, coming, going, you can try asking like this: where do you study? Where do you work? Why do you come late? Okay, when do you come home? You can also ask like that, right? So this is how we have to understand the difference between what we are speaking now and what is actually accepted in the language. The sentences given in the right side are the correct ones. The sentences given in the left side, except the first sentence, first and second sentence, okay? The last three sentences are wrong in the left side. Okay, the first and second sentences are correct in the left side. What are you doing? It means what you are doing at present. Okay, then how are you? That is also correct. But the third, fourth, and fifth sentences can be avoided. Okay, so any doubts? Soundarya, Akhilan, Asmita, Aradhana, Jenny, Kamini, Sahana, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, Sahana, your name is Sahana, right? Sahana or some other name?
Ma'am, no, ma'am. I am Anjana, ma'am.
Anjana. Yes, see, I am forgetting your name because the ID name is different from your real name, right? So that's why I'm confused. I'm handling some other students also. That's why I'm very much confused. Aradhana, okay, I by hearted. Sasmita Aradhana, that I by hearted.
This
Okay.
this Anjana is a Kurumbu girl.
Oh, okay. Is it so? Oh, okay. Then I will catch you. Okay. Okay, guys. So next is the difference between how is and how was. So how is and how was, this is also very important for our daily conversation. Okay, so we know the difference between is and was. Generally, we know that. What is and what is was, we all know. Is means which is auxiliary verb. It is an auxiliary verb used in present tense, whereas was is an auxiliary verb for past tense, right? So is and was, and what is the difference between these two auxiliary verbs? That is what we discussed in the very early classes. Early classes we were discussing that. But now we are going to see what is how is and how was. Okay, so in how is, I have given 5 to 6 sentences. Okay, and the same sentences are some of them are converted into how was also. Okay, some I have taken different examples, but you can understand the difference. Okay, who is ready to read how is?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Aradhana, you can read the sentences for how is.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
How is it? How's the t-shirt? How's the place? How is your wife? How is the weather? How is the new constructed shopping mall?
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, so here you can see 6 sentences are given. So the first one is very simple. How is it? Okay, it can be anything. Okay, it is a pronoun which can show, which denotes anything, an object. Okay, so if I'm taking you to a restaurant, Okay, I'm taking you to a hotel, and you are ordering some different kind of food, and you are eating it for the first time. Okay, imagine that I have taken you to Domino's, and you have ordered one pizza. Okay, and after having the pizza, I'm asking, when you are having the pizza, I'm asking you, how is it? Okay, I'm taking Aradhana to Domino's, and I'm buying a pizza for her, vegetable pizza. And I'm asking Aradhana, she is tasting. She has just tasted it. One or two bites she has tasted. Okay, so I'm asking. We will ask in Tamil, right? Eppdi irukku? We ask, Eppdi irukku? Nalla irukka? We will ask, right? So that is what how is it is. Okay, so if I'm asking how is it? So you can tell your opinion. It's nice. If it is good, you can tell, yeah, it's nice. Or you can tell, ah, not bad. Not bad means 50-50. 50% you liked it, but 50% you didn't like it. That is what is not bad. This not bad is actually a reply given for average. Okay. If I'm asking, how was your mark or in the last exams? How is your score in the previous exam? You can tell, not bad. It means you scored in an average scale. Okay, you scored on an average scale, not more than that. You can tell that I scored 50 to 60%. That is my score, not above that. Okay, so how is it means it can be, I can ask this question for anything. If I buy a new two-wheeler, imagine that I'm buying a new two-wheeler. Okay, I have bought Activa, Honda Activa, and I'm asking my friend, hey Rahul, see my new two-wheeler. How is it? Eppdi irukku? So that is what is how is it. It can be used for anything. Okay. Next is how is the T-shirt? Yeah, here I have mentioned one particular thing, that is T-shirt. Okay. So I have gone to the bazaar. Okay, and for Diwali I bought a new T-shirt, and I'm showing this. I'm wearing it first. Okay. First I'm wearing it, and then I'm showing it to my dad, or I'm showing it to my mom and asking, Mom, how is the T-shirt? Or Dad, how is the T-shirt? Same meaning. Eppdi irukku? T-shirt eppdi irukku? That is what is meaning. Okay. Next is how is the place? If you are going to a new place, and if someone asks you, how is the place? You can give a review. Yeah, it is good. The climate was so nice. It was very easy for us to travel. There were so many beautiful monuments to see. I went to a flower garden. You can tell so many descriptions. Next is how is your wife? Okay, how is your wife means that doesn't mean um, it's not like giving an opinion. So in the first three examples, you are asking for a review or an opinion. How is the place? How is the T-shirt and all? You are asking the opinion about the T-shirt. But how is your wife means you are not asking an opinion about your wife. You are asking how is your wife. It means it is. You can imagine that your friend's wife was not well for some days. Okay, she had a severe viral fever. Okay, and now she is slowly recovering. She is now coming back to normalcy. And now you are asking to your friend after a week, after 1 week or something, you are asking, Rahul, how is your wife? It means wife by eppdi irukka. That is the difference here. Okay. How is the place means in the edam eppdi irukku. But how is your wife means here you have to understand. Wife eppdi irukka. It means that you are asking about her health or about her, something personal issues. Okay. It is something for personal matters. How is your wife? Or how is your child? How is your baby? Okay, that is the difference here. There is a slight difference when it comes to such kind of sentences. Next is how is the weather? How is the weather? It means whether it is hot or cold or rainy or sunny. That is what you are asking. How is the newly constructed shopping mall? Okay, so in your town or in your city, one new mall is going to be constructed. Okay, and imagine that the mall is constructed. Okay, it is open now. Visitors can go. Okay, people are allowed to go inside, and you have gone to the mall and you have come back and your neighbor is asking, Asmita or Aradhana, how is the newly constructed shopping mall? Okay, because they know that you have gone to that mall. So once you came back, she is waiting to ask this. Aradhana, how is the new mall? Did you go to the mall? How is it? So she is waiting to get an answer from Aradhana because she also wants to go to the mall. Okay, so that is what is meant by how is the newly constructed shopping mall. So likewise, you can create so many examples like this. Plenty of examples can be created like this. Okay, so these are all very important in our daily conversation. This is something not that much closely related to grammar. Yes, of course, grammar is there, but these sentences are easy for you to remember and use. Okay, so next is how was. So how was is something used for asking questions which happened in the past tense because was is used in past tense. Okay, so how was it? So first one alone I am reading. In the present tense I can ask how is it, but coming to past tense it will become how was it. Okay, so now who is ready to read the other sentences under how was?
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Yes, one by one. Yeah, who said first? Who asked me?
Ma'am?
Yeah, what's your name?
Aradhana, ma'am.
Sorry?
Miss and Aradhana, ma'am.
Aradhana, you read Aradhana. I want another person to read. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am?
Yes, yes, what's your name? Yeah.
Anjana, ma'am, from first, ma'am.
Okay, yes, you have to read from how was it? Yeah.
How was it?
Hmm.
How was the movie?
Hmm.
How was the experience yesterday?
Hmm.
How was the party? How was the journey? How was the trip to Dubai?
Okay, fine. Thank you. So here you can see that all the sentences here are given in past tense. All the sentences or all these questions are in past tense. How was it? எப்படி இருந்தது? Okay, this alone I am translating in English. How is it means எப்படி இருக்கு. How was it means எப்படி இருந்தது. இருந்தது means it is past tense. Okay, so how is it? How was it? Okay, if I am asking how is the movie, it will mean that movie எப்படி இருக்கு. How was the movie means movie எப்படி இருந்தது. That is the difference. Okay, so how was the movie? Okay, next is how was the experience yesterday. Okay, it can be any kind of experience. Okay, it can be an interview. If you have gone for an interview, then you will know, but your school students know, so you will not be aware of that. Okay, if you had an exam, imagine you have written an exam yesterday and I'm asking you, how was the experience yesterday? Okay, if I ask Anjana like that, then it means it is a past tense. A question is asked in past tense here. Okay, how was the party? So the party is already done. The party is already done. That is why I'm asking, how was the party? How was your journey? So already you have completed a journey and you have come back to your home. That is why I'm asking, how was your journey? The next is, how was the trip to Dubai? So you went to Dubai last month and you have come back. Okay. So you have come back to India and I'm asking you, how was the trip? So how was the trip to Dubai? Dubai trip எப்படி இருந்தது? That is what it means. Okay. So I'm not translating much to Tamil because without translating itself you can understand. They are very simple. Okay. So this is the difference between how is and how was. So I think this portion is also clear for you. So moving to the next part, we are beginning with has, have and had. Yes. So this is the main part which we have to cover today. Have, has and had, or I can tell has, have and had. Okay, whichever is comfortable for you, you can remember like that. Has, have and had, that is how we tell. Okay. So they are the three important auxiliary verbs used in plenty of contexts in English. Okay. So these three verbs, they are called helping verbs. Helping verbs are also called auxiliary verbs. That is the actual word that you have to tell. Okay. But for you to easily memorize, I am telling for you to, it is easy to remember as helping verb. Okay. So has, have and had are three important helping verbs used in plenty of context. Context means situations in English. They are called a triad. Has, have and had. Set of three. Okay, triad means what is triad? What is a triad? Yes, we discussed it in the previous class. What is a triad? Yeah, I even explained it with some examples. No one remembers? Yes? Nobody remember that? Oh God. Triad means it is a set of three. Okay. If there are three cards, okay. Have you played cards? Do you play cards? Anyone? Can anyone respond?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Aradhana doesn't know. Okay. What about others?
No, ma'am.
Okay. You don't know. Okay. So in cards and all, we will call it a set of three cards are called a triad. Okay. A set of three cards is called a triad. Okay. Likewise, if there are three things or three particular things of same category, then I can call them a triad. Tri means three ma. Okay. Tricycle, triangle. Triangle means what is a triangle? Let me know that. What is a triangle?
Ma'am,
Yes.
it's a shape, ma'am.
It's a shape. Okay. Triangle. How many shapes? How many sides are there in a triangle?
Three
No.
lines, ma'am.
Four sides. Who is telling that?
No, ma'am. Three lines, ma'am.
Three sides. It's not line. It is side. Okay. Three sides.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. What is a tricycle? Tricycle. What is tricycle? I will ask Jenny. What is tricycle, Jenny? Okay, Jenny does. Yes. Tricycle. Bicycle and tricycle. There are two types of cycles. Bicycle means.
It's like a cycle only, ma'am. That.
Okay. Bicycle is cycle. Okay. Then what is this tricycle?
Don't know, ma'am.
Don't know. Okay. No, nothing. Both are cycles only.
Rickshaw. Rickshaw.
No. Rickshaw is like auto rickshaw. It will have three wheels. Okay, fine.
Auto.
Tricycle. No. Tricycle is also a cycle which has three wheels. Okay. It has three wheels, and this tricycles are usually used by children who are less than 5 years. Okay. Till 5 years of age, children ride tricycle. Only after that we will buy bicycles for them. Bicycle will have only two wheels, but tricycles will have three wheels. Okay, if you go to some shop or something, you can just I see that small kids will be riding cycles inside their house itself. Okay, in that there will be three wheels. Okay, in the front there will be one supporting wheel, because the child should not fall, right? The kid should not fall down. That is why it is a supporting wheel. So that is called as a tricycle. Both are cycles only, but Jenny, Anjana, Kamini and all cannot ride a tricycle because you are all grown up. Even I cannot ride that. I can ride only bicycle. Okay. So that is the difference between tricycle and bicycle. So tri means generally three. For that only I am explaining all these examples. Tri means three. So triad means a set of three. So coming back, has, have and had are called a triad. They are words used to denote the possession of something or an experience. So why are we using these three verbs, auxiliary verbs? What is their use? Has, have and had are used to denote a possession of something or an experience. Possession means to show that you have something. If I am telling I have a car, that is called a possession. I possess a car. It is a possession. She has a bike. It means that she is possessing a bike. She possesses a bike. So that is a possession. They have a big house. So they are possessing a big house. So that is a possession. So next I can tell I have a good teacher. So that is also a possession. So has, have, had, these three words are used to denote a possession of something or an experience. Not only possession, it can also tell you about having an experience. Okay, so in this picture you can see had, have and has. Three words are given and had can be used with all kind of subjects. Subject means nouns or pronouns. Okay, all kind of subjects can be used with had, and had is a word used in past tense. Have, coming to have can be used with I, you, they and we. Okay, and any other kind of plural subjects. And finally coming to has, it can be used only with he, she and it, singular subjects. He, she, it and other kind of singular subjects. So this is how we have to categorize has, have and had. Has can be used with the singular subjects like he, she, it, etc. Have can be used with plural subjects like I, you, we, they, etc. And finally, had can be used with all subjects in the past tense. So has and have will be for present tense and had will be for past tense. Okay. So now we can just discuss what is each auxiliary verb. The first one is has. So yes, so who is ready? Yes?
Ma'am, please, for the fifth example, no, ma'am.
Hmm.
Please explain to me in Tamil. I
Which one? Which one?
that have that has, ma'am.
Has, okay. Hasங்கிறது நம்ம வந்து சிங்குலர் சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் கூட மட்டும்தான் யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். That is he, she, it. These are all singular subjects, right? Singles, எல்லாமே single. He is a singular subject. She is a singular subject. It is also a singular subject. Likewise, there are also other singular subjects like Aradhana. Aradhana is a singular subject. Malar is a singular subject. Sasmita is a singular subject. So with singular subjects and all, we can use has. But have can be used only with plural subject. Plural subjects means I, you, they, we, okay, and other plural subjects like students, children, teachers, then I can tell police. These are all plural subjects. Okay.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
coming to had can be used with all kind of subjects. Had வந்து singular கூடயும் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், plural subjects கூடயும் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். That is why it is given as all subjects. You can see in the cloud it is given all subjects, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is the difference. Are you clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay, so now we can move to the first one, has. So who is willing? Okay, I will call out the name first. Jenny, please read the definition for has.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Past tense, for example, he had to go home. He did.
No, I want the definition, ma'am. The left side. Okay. What is has? That one.
Okay, ma'am. Has is used to denote positions of something or an experience in journal. Used in present tense. Used with singular. Subject alone, he, she, it, Arun, India, etc. Can be used only with V3 of verb.
Yes, yes. Okay. So here we are it is explained in detail. What is has? Has na another. That is what is explained here. So as I have already explained, it is used to denote a possession of something. If you are having something, I have a cat, I have a dog, I have a car, I have a scooter. These are all possessions. Okay. So it is this word is used to express the possession of something or an experience. Okay, how you can tell experience? I have worked in Infosys for 5 years, or I can tell I have worked in an IT company for 10 years. If I tell like that, then it is an experience. 10 years I have worked in an IT company. So that is an experience, right? It's a great experience. So I can tell I have worked in an IT company for 10 years or 5 years. Okay, that depends on your profession. Okay, so that is an experience. So experiences can also be expressed using auxiliary verbs like has, have, and had. So has can be used. Coming to the the features of has. Has is having some qualities. So let's see the behavior of has. Okay, has will be used only in present tense. Yes, it is used in present tense. Then has is used with the singular subjects alone. What are singular subjects? He, she, it, then Arun, Rahul, Jenny, Soundarya, India. Okay, all these are singular subjects. India is also a singular subject because it is the name of one country. Okay, then there is one more quality for has. Has can be used only with V3 form of verb. Yes, V3 form, you know what is V3 form? For every verb has four forms: V1, V2, V3 and V1 plus ing form. So V3 form means, for example, go, come, gone. So gone is the V3 form. Eat, ate, eaten. Eaten is the V3 form. Then come, came, come. V1 and V3 are same for come. Okay. So come, came, come. So has is also used with V3 form of verb. Okay. In some sentences, we will have the main verb and helping verb together. In such sentences, we have to use has only with V3 form of the main verb. Only the main verb will have this V1, V2, V3 and all. Helping verb will not have a different forms. It will have only one form. Okay. Are you getting my point? Is it clear? Are you clear, guys? Can you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this V1, V2, V3 and all these forms will be there only for the main verb, like eating, sitting, standing, like that. But the auxiliary verb will not have forms. It will have only just one form will be there. Single form will be there. Okay. So here some examples are given for have, has and had. Okay, so that we can discuss towards the end of our class. Okay, so for have, next is have. Okay, for have, I have given a few points which you have to understand, and also a few examples are also given. Yes, so Soundarya, can you read the definition for have? Yes, Soundarya, are you there in the meet? Okay, who else is ready?
Ma'am.
Yes, who is that? Okay, who is the is Asmita there in the meet? Asmita, Akilan, Asmita, Akilan.
Yes, ma'am. Again,
Yeah, Akilan, can you read the notes given in the left side of the screen?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
First point is same meaning of as.
Hmm.
Second one is used in present tense with plural subjects.
Okay.
Then third one is I, you, we, they, children, police, students, etc. are plural subjects.
Okay.
The last fourth one is used with B3 forms of verb alone.
Okay, okay, Akhilan, good, thank you. So here, this is the definition for have. Okay, I think the heading is actually not clear for you. It is what is have. Okay, the heading is what is have. That is the heading. So what is have? It is have is the auxiliary verb which has the same meaning of has. Has or அதே meaning தான் have is also having. Okay, have and has both are helping verbs with the same meaning, but has can be used with the singular subjects, but have can be used only with the plural subjects. Used in present tense with the plural subjects only. So what are the plural subjects? I, you, we, they, and a few examples are given here. Children, police, students, etc. are also plural subjects. And again, used with V3 form of verb. Have is also used only with V3 form of verb. So now I want you to read the examples. So Aradhana, can you read the first four examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
I have a smartphone. We are a good guide. They have an ad car.
Audi car.
Odd car.
Audi car.
Audi car.
Hmm.
Raghu and his friends have a house at Center.
Chennai.
Chennai.
Hmm.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Yes, only till 4. Okay. So examples here you can see, I have a smartphone. So have is used with the plural subject. So I is a plural subject. So I am using have. Okay. We will not tell I has. We cannot tell I has a car. I has a smartphone. That is wrong. We should always tell I have. Okay. I have a smartphone. Then we have a brilliant guide. It's brilliant. Brilliant means intelligent. Okay. We have a brilliant guide. Okay. We is plural subject, so I am using have. They have an Audi car. They is a plural subject again, so we are using have. Audi car. Audi car is the special kind of car. Okay. It is the name of a car. Audi car. Next, Rahul and his friends. So Rahul and his friends. So here the subject is plural. Have a house at Chennai. If I am talking about only Rahul, then I can tell Rahul has a house. But here the subject is plural. Rahul and his friends. So Rahulum கூட கொஞ்சம் friends இருக்காங்க. So here the subject is becoming plural and they have a house at Chennai. Okay. So next, who is willing to read? Anjana, can you read the 5th to 9th? Anjana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
5th to 9th, ma'am.
Yes.
Sheetal, Sheetal and her mother have come to our home last Sunday.
Hmm.
The students have a strong fear about exams. The police have interrogated the culprit. Children have celebrated the day well. Trees have long branches.
Very good. Okay. So here you can see have is used with the V3 form of verb. Okay, as I said, there will be some sentences where helping verb and main verb will come together. So in the 5th sentence you can see Sheetal and her mother. So it is a plural subject. Okay, Sheetal and mother. So there are two people. That's why it is a plural subject. Sheetal and her mother have come to our home last Sunday. So come is the V3 form of the verb come. Come, came, come. V1, V2, V3. Come is the V1, came is the V2, and again come will be the V3. Okay. In this case, V1 and V3 are same. So Sheetal and her mother have come to our home last Sunday. Okay. Next is the students have a strong fear about exams. Okay, the students is a plural subject, so I'm using have. The students have a strong fear about exams. Next is again helping verb and main verb together. The police have interrogated. Interrogated means, what is interrogate? Interrogate means, what is interrogation?
Question mark, ma'am.
Sorry?
Question mark.
Very good. Questioning. Okay, interrogative sentences means question sentences. So to interrogate somebody means to question somebody. So the police have interrogated the culprit. The culprit means the one who has committed the crime. Okay, crime panninadi yaro, he is the culprit. Okay, or sometimes we call the criminal. Okay, so the police have interrogated the culprit. So the police is a plural subject. That's why I'm using have. Interrogated is the V3 form of interrogate. Interrogate is the V1. Interrogated is the V2. Again, interrogated will be the V3 also. V2 and V3 will be same here. For some verbs, V2 and V3 will be same. For some verbs, V1 and V3 will be same. Okay, that we will discuss in one of our classes. Okay, don't worry. We will discuss this V1, V2 and V3 in detail. So the police have interrogated the culprit. Next is children have celebrated the day well. So celebrated, it is the V3 form of celebrate. So children is plural, so children have celebrated the day well. And last sentence, trees have long branches. Trees plural, okay? So trees have long branches. So is this clear? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
I will just give
No,
you
ma'am.
1 minute time. If you're having any doubts, you can ask. Yes, if you're having any doubts in has and have, next we are moving to had, okay? So if you are having any doubts in has and have, you can ask now, okay? Because after that we will be moving to had. I think you are taking notes. You are all taking notes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So can I move to the next one now? So here we have some examples for have and has. Okay, so I think Brinda, are you there in the meet? Brinda? Brinda, Hema Bhuvi? Hema Bhuvi? You are there in the meet, I saw. Hema Bhuvi? Yes, Hema, Brinda, Bhuvi and yes, Brinda, you can switch on your mic. Switch on your mic and you can speak, Brinda. Mic on பண்ணிக்கலாம். You can switch on your mic. Okay. So I want you people to read this sentences in have and has. You people should also read, not repeatedly. Everyone should read, not only the repeated names should come. Okay, who else is willing? Akilan? Hema is not responding. Akilan, can you read the sentences in have?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Sharon.
Ritish,
Who is that, ma'am?
Ma'am, Jenny.
Jenny. Jenny, you can read for has. Let Akilan read for have. You can read for has. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Akilan, you can start. Akilan.
Yes, ma'am. I have a new bag.
Hmm.
We have a meeting. You have a nice smile. They have an exam today. The students have to study hard for the exam.
Very good. Okay. So here you can just note down the subjects which we have used. All are plural subjects. Okay. I, you, we, they, and the students. Students, it is a plural subject. So I, you, we, they, and other plural subjects. Okay. So with these people, we can use have. Now coming to has. Yes, Jenny.
He has a big house. She has a beautiful long hair. It has been rainy all day. Addie has a blue car. The giraffe has a long neck.
Hmm.
Lena has a two kids.
Has two kids. Okay. It is not giraffe, it is giraffe. Okay. You have to
Okay, ma'am.
pronounce it giraffe, not giraffe. That E is silent.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So here you can see that the subjects are he, she, it. They are all singular pronouns. Okay. And other singular nouns. Singular nouns like Andy, Lena, the giraffe. Okay. They are all singular subjects. Singular subject, or we sometimes call it nouns or subjects. Both are same. Okay. So he, she, it. These three are the singular pronouns. Andy, Lena, and the giraffe. They are singular nouns. Coming to have, I, you, we, they. They are the four plural pronouns. The students is a noun. Okay, so you know the difference between noun and pronoun, right? That's why I have not explaining in detail about what is a noun and pronoun. Because you might be familiar with that since your third standard or fourth standard. Okay, we have 7 pronouns: I, you, we, they, he, she, it. They are called personal pronouns. Okay, so now we can move to, again, we are having a few examples in has and have. Okay, so Kamini, can you read the first 5 examples?
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
He has a pen.
Hmm.
She has a book. It
Hmm.
has a broken leg. They have a big house in New Jersey. I
Okay.
had a good time today.
Yeah. So here it is all, these are all sentences using has. Okay, has and have. Okay, so the first 3 sentences were has, he has, she has, it has. Then they have, I have. Okay, so next 5 Aradhana can read.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Uh, you have a great idea.
Hmm.
We are an honest manager.
Hmm.
He has a
George.
broken, broken jaw.
Chair.
He chat.
Ah.
He has helped me.
Hmm.
She have
Hmm.
cleaned their clothes.
Is it she? Is
No,
it
ma'am.
she or some? Ah. What did you
I
read?
uh, that he has helped me. That one, no, ma'am.
No, no, no. Last one.
Last, they have cleaned their clothes.
Ah, yes, very good. They have cleaned their clothes. So here you can see, I have a good time today. So I is a plural subject. You are using have. You, again, it is a plural subject. You are using have. We is a plural subject. You are using have. George is a singular subject. So you are using has. He, you are using has. And with they, again, you are using have. Okay. So this is very simple, easy for you. And finally, we are now moving to had. Okay, so for had, I will be reading the definition because it's a little bit unclear. Okay, so you can just listen to what I am reading. Okay, so what is had? Had is the common past tense of has and have. It is the common past tense for has and have. Had is also used only with V3 form of verb. It can be used with any subject, singular or plural subjects. Had sometimes takes the role of main verb. Example, to eat. Okay, so for the time being, you can skip that last point or that last definition. For the time being, you don't give importance for that the third sentence. Okay, just focus on the first 3 because the fourth point is very important that we will be discussing in the next class. Okay, so today we will be just looking into what is had. So had, what is had? Had is the common past tense of has and have. Has and have are used in singular, sorry, they are used in present tense. Has and have. But had is used in past tense. Then had is also used only with V3 verb form. Next is had can be used with any kind of subject. Okay, it doesn't have any restriction. Okay, singular or plural, any kind of subjects can be used. Okay, so had is written with singular also and also with plural subjects. So here we are having some examples. Okay, so Asmita, can you read the first three examples? Asmita. Asmita is not there the meet. Okay. Kamini.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Kamini, can you read the first three examples?
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
I had a car in my house. You had everything in hand. We have completed the project.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So here I had a car in my house. So here you are telling that you are telling the sentence in a past tense. Okay. So this is a sentence in past tense. So I had a car. In the first case I said I have a car. It means எனக்கு ஒரு கார் இருக்கு. But here we are telling I had a car. I had a car means எனக்கு ஒரு கார் இருந்தது or என் வீட்டில் ஒரு கார் இருந்தது. So you are telling that in past tense. That is why you are using had. I had a car in my house. என் வீட்டில் ஒரு கார் இருந்தது. Okay. You had everything in hand. உன் கையில எல்லாம் இருந்தது. Sometimes we tell, right? You had everything. You had so many chances, but you missed it. You lost everything. Okay, that is what I'm telling. I'm trying to tell here. You had everything in hand, but you lost everything. Okay. We had completed the project. Okay. So this is also a sentence in past tense. We had completed. Okay. The students have completed the project. Okay. So next is who can read the next three examples? Anjana? Yes, Anjana, you can read 4, 5 and 6.
Yes, ma'am. They had donated organs for charity. He had purchased a new bike. She had bought a Labrador.
Labrador. Okay, Labrador is a breed of dog. Okay. We
Yes,
call it, we call it as short, in short name as lab. We call it in short as lab dog. Okay, lab is Labrador. Labrador is a kind of dog. Okay, it will be like in somewhat, it will be in a yellowish golden color. Okay. So again, you can see they had donated organs for charity. So they had donated. அவங்க donate பண்ணியிருக்காங்க or donate பண்ணினாங்க. So that is a sentence in past tense, right? So it's given as they had donated. Next is he had purchased a new bike. அவன் ஒரு புது பைக் purchase பண்ணியிருக்கான். That is what is meant here. He had purchased. She had bought a Labrador. Okay, it means that she had purchased a Labrador dog. Okay, so last 4 sentences, Akilan, you can read it. 7, 8, 9 and 10.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Seventh one, it had been raining for 2 hours. Eighth one, Mala had done her homework. Ninth one, Gopi had broken the table. 10th one, Geeta had drawn a portrait of her mother.
Okay, very good. So here you can see it had been raining for 2 hours. So it means that 2 hours it had been raining. Okay, so now it is not raining. Okay, now the rain has stopped, but you are telling what happened 2 hours back. Okay, that is what you are telling. Now the rain has stopped, but 2 hours back, what was happening? It had been raining. That's why we are telling it had been raining for 2 hours. Next is Mala had done her homework. Yes, Mala had completed her homework. Okay, so here you can see done. Done is the V3 form of do. Done is the V3 for do. Okay, then bought. Even in the 5th and 6th sentences you can see purchased. It is the V3 form of purchase. Bought is the V3 form for buy. Okay. Then in the eighth sentence, done. Mala had done. The ninth one, Gopi had broken the table. So to break, broke, broken. Broken is the V3 form. Gopi had broken the table. And last one, Geeta had drawn a portrait of her mother. So drawn is the V3 of draw. Draw, drew, drawn. So Geeta had drawn a portrait of her mother. Portrait means a picture. Okay, she has drawn a picture of her mother. So this is how we have to use the word had in sentences. And this is very simple, nothing but has, have and had are generally helping verbs, right? They are helping verbs or auxiliary verbs and they are used to show the tenses. Has and have will show present tense and had will show past tense. But at some places, this has, have and had will become main verb. It will take the form of main verb. Okay. In some films and all we see, the god will take the form of an old man. Shiva, Lord Shiva will appear on Bhumi, on earth, and he will disguise himself like a beggar. He will come like an old man or like a sadhu. Okay. Likewise, had, has, had, and have sometimes take the form of main verb. And when it takes the form of main verb, the meaning will be to eat, drink, possess, take, etc. If I tell I have a car, that is a possession. Okay. I have breakfast at 8 o'clock. It means I eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. So here have means to eat. I have medicine before sleeping. It means I take medicines or I eat medicines before sleeping. So has, have and had sometimes become main verb also. Like how our gods will take different forms, human forms, or sometimes in many films you would have seen that the powerful gods will take different forms of animals or human beings and they will land on earth, right? Likewise, these three people will also sometimes change their nature from auxiliary verb to main verb. Okay, so here as we are going to conclude this PPT, a few sentences are given. Okay, so who is ready to read this?
Ma'am,
Yes, yeah, you can read it. You can read the 10 sentences. Yeah, with this we will be concluding with today's session. Okay, has
ma'am,
to, have to, and had to. Yeah, you can read
ma'am,
it. Anjana.
I'm full, ma'am.
Yes, Anjana. If or
Yes, ma'am.
you can read the first five. You can read. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You had to go to school. I have to do it on time. They have to attend the meeting. We have to be at the hospital. She has to be in the college today.
Okay. Aradhana. Last five sentences. 6 to 10.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
He has to take the medicines on time.
Hmm.
It has to be done today.
Hmm.
The exam has to be continued this week.
Conducted. Hmm.
Conducted this week. They had to come to the fun, fun, so,
Funeral. Okay. Hmm.
fun. Students had to attend the parade.
Parade. Okay. So this is nothing. Sentences using has to, have to, and had to. So you had to go to school. I have to do it on time. They have to attend the meeting. We have to be at the hospital. And she has to be in the college today. He has to take the medicines on time. It has to be done today. The exam has to be conducted this week. Then they had to come to the funeral. Funeral means the last ceremony which happens when a person dies. If someone dies, no, there will be a funeral. Okay, in Hindu community, we will be generally burning the dead body. Whereas coming to the Christian community, Christianity, you will be burying it, right? And coming to Islam, that is also different. It is also a kind of burial. So funeral means the last a few hours before doing the ceremony, the death ceremony. Okay. Then students had to attend the parade. Okay, so the sentences can be in past tense also. Okay, that is why we are using had to. If it is has and have, the sentences are in present tense. Had means it is in past tense. Okay, so this is what we have discussed in today's class. So with this, we have completed has, have and had. Okay, so this is a small homework for you. Prepare 10 assertive sentences using has, have and had. For each one, you have to write 10 sentences. For has, 10 sentence, have 10 sentence and had 10 sentence. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
They have to send in
Okay,
the group,
guys.
madam. They have to send in the group.
Yeah, if
ma'am.
possible, yes.
Yeah, if
you
possible, you
can
send
it
in the group.
Yes, it is good to write and send it, ma.
The
Okay,
group, so that
I can
everybody will say. I had made one this thing. Write the sentence using has, have, and had, and verb eat.
Yeah.
I've given like
Eat,
anyway.
okay.
No, I think madam already given. I did not know that. So no problem. You follow what madam said. I have to one comments to make. First Aradhana. Aradhana, your voice is musical. Very nice. You continue like that. It is musical. Then Anjana, your voice looks very professional. And Karnanidhi is what Kamini. Eh? Karnanidhi is Kamini.
Yeah.
Kamini,
Kamini,
your voice is very crystal clear. So these are things which I observed today. For others, I will tell you the next class. Okay? Hello?
Yeah. Kamini's voice is very clear.
Yeah, Kamini is very crystal clear. Aradhana is very musical. Anjana is very professional. As if she is the MD of a company she is talking. Or like headmistress. Headmistress of a school or something like that.
Yeah, Anjana's voice is it's like a dominating voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good because voice is the best, one of the qualities which we possess. It cannot be gained from outside. It comes from, the creation. It
Yeah.
comes from nature. God gifted talent.
So all of you can try and make a voice message and then send it in the group. Whatever subject you wanted to talk, some 1 or 2 minutes, make a voice message and send it in the group so that others can listen to it and somebody can comment on your voice message. Okay. So thank you so much, madam, for taking the class. It's very interesting. I would have loved to be a kid now. But then I became an old man, so I would have learnt a lot of English from you.
Actually, I am becoming a kid while teaching. Because when teaching, I am going back to my school days. Yeah, definitely. So thank you, students. So see you all on next Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, so by then, prepare the homework.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Prepare the
ma'am.
homework and
Thank you,
send
ma'am.
it in